See if it can pick up the ratchet. That's what's important. Ooh.
We are approaching the pull-out zone. Oh, damn.
How much do you want to bet nothing's going to happen when I turn this key?
It'll just click.
Just click. Oh.
I would rather that happen than it go kaboom.
What is up, 802 Garage? First of all, I want to say please go subscribe to Rust Belt Garage. Jacob from the channel Rust Belt Garage came all the way from Ohio to help me get this red thing started, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. He also helped me start with the V10 build, and I'm in the middle of editing this video right now, but I wanted to get out here and film a quick intro real quick before the storm hits. For those of you who don't know, ooh, it's getting crazy out here. It was a long and odd journey to get this thing up and running. It's still not all the way there, but I bought it in October of 2014 and finally got it started almost 4 years later. So I really hope that you enjoy this video of the prep to get it there and actually seeing if it turns over and fires. Now here on 802 Garage, Jacob from Rust Belt Garage and I are just gonna get to work on prepping this thing to finally start. So we gotta put in the starter tray, the battery, put in the starter, connect a few vacuum lines, some electrical wires, and it should basically be good to go. You excited?
Yep.
Let's go. All right, what all do we need out of this pile?
There's a starter. There's a starter. Some starter bolts out already.
Yeah, I actually have brand new ones of those. This is kind of cool. I got one of these for my Subaru and one of these for the DSM. And they're cool, shiny, ricey neochrome, and they were only $6.99 for both of them shipped.
Like an extra 10 horsepower.
Right? Right? But it does have a neo magnet on it, and so I think it's going to work well. You can even see it's labeled. I mean, whatever. Nobody's ever going to see it. I just wanted the magnet. I will put a little link down in the description to these if any of y'all want to go check them out. They're real cheap. We're also probably going to need some of this junk. I got like battery tray, the bracket that supports it, the bracket for the shift linkage, and you got a MAF and
Charcoal canister. It looks like.
big old canister, buddy, that has lots of vacuum leaks to happen. So for now, I still need it. Yeah, I've also got this whole tray of goodies. Luckily, I kind of labeled everything. Like that says charcoal canister, small black, some MAF, and a speedo sensor bolt, all that stuff. Also got some oil. I'm going with Mobil 1 530 high mileage just because it was on sale. It's good oil. Leave comments below about what oil sucks and doesn't, because nobody actually cares.
People will argue for hours and hours on that.
Yep.
Just put oil in.
It's gonna work.
Yep.
All right, Jacob, are you ready for everybody to go ree?
I think so.
I'm gonna be using Valvoline MTF, which is basically synchro mesh, and you can also look at people arguing about this for hours and hours.
If it's any automotive fluid, people will fight to the death over it.
Yep. However, I've heard this stuff shifts really well, synchro mesh in general, and I don't need to run Redline because it's like 15 bucks a quart and I'm on stock power, and I just want to be able to shift nicely, and I can always change it, and I only have about 2.2 quarts. I'm supposed to take 2.3, so I'll top it off with Mobil 175W90, and it's going to be fine.
That's going to make people go,
oh god, my transmission's going to blow up.
0.1 quarts of gear oil is going to blow.
That's what it's supposed to use.
Well,
I think it's supposed to use 75W85 or something.
Probably.
Nonsense. Anyways, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna work on starter, speedo sensor, charcoal canister, which has a bunch of lines that go to it that I've luckily labeled like black, so it should go to the black hose on that, and then battery tray and battery. And Jacob, what are you working on?
I'm gonna try and get some oil on. I'm gonna swap drain plugs out, put oil filter on, pour the 4.4 liters of oil into it.
Yes, be specific, dang it. My viewers expect it on this build, not the V10 no F's given build, which I still need to work on my no F's given, but I'm trying.
I think the V10 would run on gear oil anyway.
True. And you got that fancy neochrome plug there. What can that thing do?
It's pretty powerful. I mean, you think that would lift the V10? Oh, I can make it spin.
Vanna White over here.
Yes.
All right, so we're doing some very important things. We're doing the actual oil filling, as well as I'm going to be messing with the starter, which is a real pain, and it took me forever just to find the starter signal. But here's the pour.
He's going to catch me making a mess all over his valve cover.
We'll see if Jacob knows how to properly use an oil jug, or if I'll teach him a new trick.
Oh, well. The cam cover.
Ooh, he's got it. Oh. Wait.
Oh,
wait.
You're making me nervous.
Wait.
Oh, shit. Go for it.
Go. Ooh.
Right on your cam, I think. Look at that.
Coating the cam, coating the cam.
Question is, when I pull back up, will I make a mess?
Are you asking me if when you pull out you'll make a mess, Jacob?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Ooh, you like that? I like the positioning of this fill hole. This is nice.
I'm glad you appreciate it.
It's very good.
They did it just for you.
I hope so. I wish my card had this. And 428s is kind of buried behind a bunch of junk. Not good.
Let's see if he can execute the proper pull-out procedure.
We're getting there.
We just need not quite the whole jug. I just wanted to make it difficult for him.
Alright, we are approaching the pull-out zone. Oh, damn!
One drop.
But I did not get it on the side of the container.
That's talent.
That's good.
Nice job, Jacob. I approval.
They have to like the video for the almost perfect pour.
Exactly.
Almost perfect.
Yeah, and Jacob shined up the cover a little.
Perfect.
It's all nice. So I'm just over here messing with the starter, and I gotta put these beasts on. I finally found the actual signal cable, and then right down here is the power cable, and then this one gets grounded to one of the bolts that actually goes to the tranny. But so I'm gonna try to hook them all up outside and then swing this thing over. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna start on the starter, and Jacob's gonna be right over to start filling the transmission. All right, the drain bolt was giving us some trouble, so Jacob has Captain Ugga Dugga. Let me see how it goes.
That was extremely easy.
No problem.
I like Captain Ugga Dugga.
He's a good tool.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
Why don't you, Jacob, put the hose on?
I realized that after you started saying it.
Sometimes we think, other times we think. It's all good. I should be able to kind of pour at will.
There it goes.
Nice.
Hers it has no breather, so it's gonna, plug a little bit, but
it's fine.
Is it the Hyundai again?
Oh, is it?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Motorcycle?
It sounded like the Hyundai again.
Yeah, there's been this awesome, and by awesome I mean awesome. It's like a red Hyundai Accent, like one of the old ones, and it's got racing stripes on it, and it looks like all riced out. It's pretty great.
I bet it's fast.
Definitely. Alright, Jacob's doing the very last of the transmission fluid, hopefully, and this is why I bought new starter bolts, because if you look at these are the two I was given. These are the two brand new OEM correct bolts. So this one's a Mitsubishi bolt, but it's too long, not correct, and this one is a hardware store bolt, way too long. Not that the length really matters too much, but it does matter where the threads come to, and so you can see this one was not right. Anyway, these will work. Not overflowing yet?
God, that stuff's a lot harder to put in than the single mesh was.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think so.
Well, it is going to be thicker. Yep, it's dripping. No, it's coming out.
Ah, look at that, all over the paint. So the fluids are done then, right? Trains and oil?
Yep. Kind of sad that you've gotten everything done in the time it takes me just to start it.
Oh, you're a lot more delicate than I am, and I require assistance every now and then.
All right, so Jacob's just working on tightening up our restart hose for right now, which is a little bent, but it shouldn't be a big deal. I'm going to throw Loctite on the starter bolts because I don't want the starter vibrating loose, and that was really the main issue that this car had in the first place. So this is kind of like the key to having it actually run again, is the starter is finally back in and repositioned by those sleeve starter bolt holes, which you can go check out that video if you haven't seen it. It's pretty cool. And then these get, I've heard 20 to 23 foot-pounds. Jaffro says 22, so I'm going to go with that. 22 foot-pounds per Jaffro Mobile.
You're kidding me. It strips. Really?
Yep.
Which one?
The starter.
Oh, the starter has the threads in it, doesn't it?
So my starter stripped, and this isn't even the one that I have a helicoil kit for. So for now I'm probably going to find a bolt to put through it and put a nut on the other side, because there's no way this is stopping me right now. But I already knew that those threads were kind of screwed up from the previous owner because obviously the starter was trying to kick itself out of position. And then even when I torqued it down on the transmission, it kind of got a little bit angry with me. And then probably putting the Loctite on just now reduced the friction just enough to pull through those aluminum threads. As Cars Simplified mentioned, when you lubricate it, it's kind of the death of aluminum threads if they're already on their way out. So go check out his channel, he knows a lot. And I was wary of that, but I figured with only 22 foot-pounds it'd be fine. Such is life. Yep, you can see some aluminum threads sitting on that bolt right there. Good stuff. Sadly, all I could find was a slightly smaller standard bolt. I couldn't even use the longer metric thread bolt and just put it through with another because I can't find a metric nut that fits it, sadly. I'm sure there's one I could cannibalize in the car somewhere. But anyway, so this is what I'm going to go with for right now. It pains me, but that's life. I need to install this transmission breather that I got. Someone in the comments gave me a pro tip saying that if you put some RTV on it, it'll stop slipping out. And the only size I have is El Grande, so that's what we're going with. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lay a bead like a pro.
Yeah.
Stacking RTV dimes. We've got these nifty brass shifter bushings. You can get them online. I think these were pretty cheap, like maybe $12 or $14. You can check out my old popular unboxing video. I'll put a little link up here. But I'm pretty happy about these. They should tighten up the shift. Some people say that they're bad because there should be flex, but it's gonna be fine. Cool, wanna go see if it shifts?
Yeah.
Douchey shift and douchey shift nice.
Douchey. Oh yeah.
Nicely done.
I mean, you could use a little bit of a bushing kit or something.
Yeah, there's I'm gonna get the stabilizer bushings for in here and stuff.
Feels very satisfying. First gear is a little bit of a booger, but
It's just kind of over far. Yeah, maybe a bushing in here needs some take up.
yeah, but it felt good. She feels very good. Reverse is so chunky.
All right, Jacob, we live.
All right.
What's up, everybody? We're like 3-4 minutes late, but we're almost there. So we probably got another 15 minutes of work or so before we can actually try to start. Feels like it's maybe going to try to rain, but we're going to try to beat it, I suppose. So basically, I have to put in the charcoal canister, which is already in there. Just got to tighten some bolts. Got to put in a battery tray and then throw in a battery.
Mass airflow.
Yeah, mass airflow sensor. Jacob, what have you been up to on this thing?
Pouring fluids in it.
Pouring fluids.
Flipping shifter cables up stuff.
Seeing if we can make people angry by putting in fluids that they don't recommend or something like that. But
It's going to be wild when they see, because there's going to be a lot of people that know a lot.
yeah, many fluid experts on YouTube, I'll tell you. We just got to put in the battery tray, the MAF. Jacob already put in oil and transmission lube. We put on the shifter cables, although I don't need them right now. We disabled the clutch start safety switch. Let's get this thing started. And like the title says, 4 years in the making, because I bought this in October of 2014, I believe. That's when I brought it home. And originally I was gonna part it out, and then it was just sitting here, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it, so I decided I would fix it, and then that's been a little over a year. I've been working on it, really been gathering parts for about 1.5 years, so finally coming. Jacob, are you excited?
Excited.
He came out here all the way from Ohio, by the way. Go subscribe to Rust Belt Garage. Yeah, he came here just to help me work on cars, help with the V10 build, and he really wanted to see this thing start. And so we've got it done in one day, which probably take me like 5. So
Yeah.
Jacob, when did you subscribe to my channel?
It was like years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was right before I got my Eclipse, I think.
And you said I had like 5 subs?
Yeah, something like that, because you had 2 videos.
Well, I would have had like 35 because the airsoft video got me some. They weren't like car
Yeah.
people. And then so he got an Eclipse, and I started being like, yo, I'm gonna make Eclipse videos. And so it's kind of funny because you could say like Jacob was sort of an inspiration to me, and at the same time he's like my oldest car subscriber basically.
It worked the other way around too, because you were an inspiration for me as well.
Oh,
so it worked
yeah,
great.
we were originally competing with Red Eclipses, but then he sold his, and then mine just sat here. So I think he technically won because his project worked at least.
Mine did go down the road, but it was the most terrifying driving experience I've ever had.
Yeah, that'll probably be similar to this.
Bump steer from hell, yeah.
I think we're ready to start this thing. Any last words, Jacob?
Turn it over and see what happens.
This has been a long time coming. We don't have the exhaust fully connected, by the way, so hopefully it's going to be obnoxiously loud because I didn't put in the new gasket yet. These mounts are a little old and worn. The turbo is just going to suck stuff in. Do you want to get a stupid... I have a cone filter. Where is it? Do you want to get it? Should we?
I don't think it's necessary. My truck doesn't even have one.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm going to start it, but first, cone filter or not? First 10 votes, I'll get it. Filter or not? No. Cone, no. All right,
no.
Just slap it on. Do it. I'm making the call. Bop. Look at it. It's so JDM.
Oh, might knock over.
So JDM. Oh, wait. We almost have 40 people. 40 people, and I'll start it.
It's going to go down.
It's going to go down just to be a joke. Oh, 40 people. All right, it's time.
It's time.
It's time. I don't know. How much do you want to bet nothing's going to happen when I turn this key?
It'll just click.
Just click.
I would rather that happen than it go kaboom or something.
And we're ready to try to start it. Oh, there's a door chime. The speaker's going beep.
It's trying.
Beep.
Oh, wow.
We're good. All right, time to try it.
Oh, I heard sounds.
And it's in neutral.
We'll know very soon if it's not.
Not right now.
I hear clicking. Something is clicking. I bet you it's that signal on the pedal.
I don't think so. Anticlimactic!
There's do you want me to turn it so you can hear it and try to locate the click?
I would imagine it's just a relay somewhere, but we may be missing some connector, something important. Math is connected. It shouldn't really matter anyway. The battery connection may be complete crap.
That power wire does look kind of...
It's fine. And it may also just be that I didn't actually disable the clutch start switch, so that may well be it. We don't even need to disable it because I don't have the slave hooked up. So worst case scenario, we just lose clutch fluid. So I can make sure, so it may be that, and we'll try that real quick. This is so random, it's beeping randomly. All right, I'm gonna go plug in that switch and just try it with the clutch real quick, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you have a new slave for it, right?
I do have a new slave. That was dead anyway. So.
Yeah, that'll be fine then.
Oh, you know what? I unplugged the wrong switch.
Really?
Wait, no, maybe not. No, I unplugged the right one. I don't know. Stand back for a second. I'm going to try to start it with the clutch. All right, second attempt.
See where the source of the smoke is.
I think
it was just the alternator valve squealing.
Yeah, I think it's literally the belt burning off. Well, there's tons of rust on those.
Yeah.
Guess what, everybody? It started right up. I'm done. I want to run it more, but I don't want to blow that belt out of the stratosphere, so...
it had to have been alternator because I can't think of another one that would squeal that loud.
Yeah, it was the alternator.
But...
Oh, wait, it looks like there's something caught in it. Oh, it's rubber.
Wow.
This belt feels way too tight. Ah, it's hot! Good thing we cut it when we did. That belt's about ready to snap.
Gloves, some sort of gloves on. You gotta run for a second. I'll watch it and see if they're locked up.
All right, I'm gonna start it again real quick just so Jacob can see if the alternator's even spinning. Second start. Oh, I closed myself out. The driver's side door still doesn't work. I have a replacement handle. I just haven't put it in. Okay, let me know.
Locked up.
Ooh.
It's locked.
We have discovered the problem. Damn it, I closed the door again. The alternator pulley is not spinning, so if we can free that up, we can run it.
So that wasn't even a full crank and it fired up.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible.
It's beautiful. I told you all that this engine was good. Y'all didn't. I mean, not that I've done a compression check, but anyway, start it right up.
Don't even check it. If you don't check it, it'll be fine.
If you don't check the compression, you can just assume that it's like 400 across all four cylinders.
But just like the thing is, like with my 420A, it would turn over 2 or 3 times before it would fire up, and it was a quote unquote running car, good car. So that's good.
So some things are affected by sitting for a long time. In this case, it was the alternator, which is closest to the exposure of the weather, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, we're going to keep going and try to free up this alternator, so thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and it did start. I want to run it longer, though, so y'all have already funded a new alternator for the car, so I really can't complain about that. This has been super awesome. I mean, seriously, this has been so long in the making. Yes, it's not moving yet. Yes, the strut tower has a massive hole in it. This car has, hundreds of hours of work left to do, and I know that, but I probably have with filming, 100 into it already, so here's to the next 100, right? I want to keep making content for a long time. I want to make y'all see this thing go down the road. Basically, right now, it needs an alternator, intercooler piping, radiator, which I need to fix a little bit, and it can drive out of here, hopefully. The brakes will probably be locked up. The suspension will need fixing. There's welding to do. It's gonna be good.
I'm over here.
Hey, window goes down. Hey! All right, watch the alternator. We're gonna start it. Any better?
Nope.
No. just more smoke.
It runs great for that first little bit, though.
These gauges are kind of cool. You got dragging gauge, boost gauge, cheapy, pro comp, ultra light, cheapy.
Does that one work?
Oh yeah, we can check oil pressure. We'll do it real quick.
Yeah, just real fast.
Oh, it's not hooked up. There's a wire to it, I think. I don't know what to do about this damn belt. I guess we can just take it off. I'm not exactly sure where the other camera cut out, but we did just live stream the first start of this, and it went great. The first attempt didn't work because, for some reason, disconnecting the clutch safety switch didn't allow it to start, but I plugged that back in, and since the slave isn't in, we were able to just turn the key, fired right up, only took maybe 3 cranks on the first start. Second time and every time after that, it's only been a couple cranks. The alternator is unfortunately locked up, so it was squealing the heck out of the belt, and there was tons of smoke. But we just took the belt off, and now it starts and idles, and I just want to get a good quality shot of that for this video, so check it out. And we actually rolled down the window so I can get in since I still haven't replaced the door handle. Video coming soon. Oh, bad. Beautiful. So there it is, folks. It runs. It sounds awesome. It sounds like a Can V8 when it's idling low. It's really silly. The turbo makes noises. It runs far better than it has any right to, considering how many vacuum leaks it has right now.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like, you could drive this, it seems like. You know,
Yeah,
I
because it
mean,
responds to throttle really well.
yeah. Anyway, throttle definitely needs to be lubed because it's sticky, and we just got to put in a slave cylinder and bleed the clutch and hook up the exhaust, put in a radiator and intercooler piping, and it's ready to go down the road. Other than, you know, that's a little rusty, but it'll still go. It'll still go.
It'll still move.
Thank you so much to Jacob from Rust Belt Garage for coming here all the way from Ohio. Please go subscribe to his channel. He's a champion. He's been super helpful. Have you enjoyed your time at 802 Garage?
It's been great.
It's been great, and we've still got some more V10 shenanigans to do, but we're really happy we started this thing because we got it done and knocked out really fast, and it was awesome. So thank you so much for watching 802 Garage, and I will definitely catch you all soon. Appreciate it so much. And then we'll just keep going, and we should have a first start probably within a half an hour, hopefully. Ooh, the camera's going down! Oh no! Technical difficulties. Somebody smashed the like button so hard, Jacob said, that it knocked the camera backwards.